Right, let's try and cut through the sparkle today.
Hmm.
We're doing a deep dive into whitening toothpastes. The big question, are they actually whitening your teeth? Or is it mostly just, clever marketing?
Yeah, what's really going on there? Our mission is to kind of separate the science from the sales pitch.
Okay, so where do we start? Tooth basics.
Pretty much. To understand what toothpaste can do, you need to know a little about tooth anatomy. It's simpler than it sounds.
Lay it on me.
Your tooth color, what you see, it comes from two main layers. On the outside, you've got enamel.
Right, the hard stuff.
Exactly. And it's translucent, sort of like frosted glass. But underneath that enamel is the dentin.
Okay.
And dentin is naturally yellowish.
Yeah.
So the color you perceive is mostly that yellow dentin layer showing through the semi-clear enamel.
Ah, I see. So the enamel is like the window and the dentin is the room color behind it.
That's a great way to put it. And that structure really limits what a surface product like toothpaste can achieve.
Which brings us to stains. Because not all stains are created equal, right?
Not at all. For this conversation, think two main categories relevant to whitening. First, you have extrinsic stains.
Extrinsic meaning outside.
Exactly. On the surface of the enamel, think coffee, tea, red wine, tobacco, even just poor brushing habits can cause these.
Okay, surface level stuff.
Right. And this is the only type of stain that whitening toothpastes can really tackle effectively. They scrub the surface.
So what's the other type?
Intrinsic stains. These are deep inside the tooth structure in the dentin itself.
How do those happen?
Could be from dental trauma, maybe taking the antibiotic tetracycline as a kid, or even too much fluoride during tooth development.
And toothpaste.
Mm.
Can't reach that deep.
Nope, absolutely not. It just cleans the surface. So for those intrinsic stains, like tetracycline staining, whitening toothpaste is, well, it's basically useless. It's destined to fail there.
Okay, that's a crucial distinction. So if these toothpastes only handle surface stains, how do they actually work? What are the mechanisms?
There are essentially three ways they approach it. The first is simply enhanced cleaning. Think scrubbing power.
The abrasive method.
Correct. All whitening toothpastes have abrasives, things like hydrated silica. They physically polish or scrub off those extrinsic stains.
Is there a way to know how abrasive they are?
Yeah, there's something called the RDA scale, relative dentin abrasivity. It measures how much scrubbing action a paste has.
But hang on, isn't there a risk? If it's too abrasive or you brush too hard.
Absolutely. That's the potential downside. You can actually wear away your translucent enamel over time.
Oh, no.
And if that enamel layer gets thinner, what happens? More of that naturally yellow dentin shows through.
So you could actually make your teeth look more yellow by trying too hard to whiten them with abrasives.
Ironically, yes. It's a real risk if you're not careful.
Wow. Okay, so enhanced scrubbing is one way. What's the second mechanism? Chemical action.
Some toothpastes do contain chemical whiteners, usually hydrogen peroxide.
Like the stuff used in professional whitening.
Sorta, but here's the catch. The concentration in toothpaste is very low, typically less than 1.5%.
And professional treatments are much higher.
Way higher. But maybe even more important is the contact time. You brush for, 2 minutes?
If that.
Right. Real chemical bleaching needs that peroxide in contact with the tooth for much longer, think 30 minutes or more, and at those higher concentrations to actually change the tooth's intrinsic color.
So the peroxide in toothpaste, mostly for show.
It likely has a very minimal effect, if any, given the low dose and short exposure, not enough to significantly bleach.
Okay, abrasives, minimal peroxide.
Hmm.
Where's the third trick? You mentioned something clever earlier.
Ah, yes. This one is fascinating. It's basically an optical illusion.
An illusion? How?
Some products use an ingredient called blue Covarine. It's a blue pigment.
Blue.
Yep. When you brush, it deposits a very thin, sheer blue film onto the enamel surface.
Why blue?
Because blue and yellow are opposite each other on the color wheel. The blue visually cancels out some of the yellow tones in the enamel.
So it looks whiter instantly, but the stain isn't actually gone.
Exactly. It creates an immediate temporary illusion of brightness. It's like putting a cool filter on a photo. It changes the appearance, not the underlying reality. And it washes away.
That is clever.
Okay.
So putting it all together, abrasives, tiny bit of peroxide, maybe some optical blue magic.
Mm-hmm.
What's the realistic result someone should expect?
Well, the scientific data and professional bodies like the American Dental Association are pretty clear on this.
What do they say?
Whitening toothpastes are effective at removing those surface extrinsic stains. You can realistically expect a modest improvement, usually around 1 to 2 shades lighter.
1 to 2 shades. That's not exactly dramatic.
No, it's not. The ADA emphasizes that these toothpastes enhance surface stain removal, but they do not change the natural intrinsic color of your teeth.
So they clean well, maybe brighten slightly if you have surface stains, but they don't bleach deep down.
Precisely. If you're looking for a really noticeable change, say 4, 5, even 10 shades lighter, especially for those intrinsic stains,
You need stronger stuff.
you need to move up the ladder. Whitening strips or gels you can buy have higher peroxide levels, maybe 3 to 14%. And then professional in-office treatments use concentrations up to 25 or even 40%. That's where you get significant color change.
So toothpaste is like basic maintenance.
That's the perfect way to think about it. Whitening toothpaste is a fantastic enhanced cleaner, great for managing day-to-day surface stains from food and drink. Think of it as keeping the surface polished.
But not a true bleaching agent.
Definitely not. They aren't designed for significant deep color correction.
So the final thought for our listeners, what's the key takeaway?
Know your enemy, basically. Understand what type of stain you actually have. Is it surface stuff from your coffee habit?
Then toothpaste might help maintain things.
Right. But if your tooth discoloration is deep, maybe from an old injury or medication you took years ago,
Don't expect miracles from your toothpaste tube.
exactly. You'll likely just be disappointed. For any significant whitening goal, or if you suspect intrinsic staining, the best first step is always talking to your dentist. They can diagnose the cause and recommend the safest, most effective approach for your specific situation.
Diagnose the stain, then choose the weapon. Makes sense.